guys, welcome back to my channel, Keto with Sammy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I have an awesome keto slow cooker recipe for y'all. These were highly requested. I cannot wait to show y'all this recipe. It is so delicious. So if you're someone that does not have a lot of time on your hands, or you are busy, you're working, and you just want to come home to dinner already made, then you're going to want to stay tuned for this recipe. Today we're going to be making some slow cooker keto pepper steak. So delicious, guys. So simple to make. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to get started on, we are going to be prepping the veggies. So it's just a couple prep steps, then everything goes into the slow cooker and it cooks in a couple hours, and it's just so good and simple to do if you do have a busy day. So the veggies that we are going to start prepping, I got some sliced white mushrooms right here that I went ahead and rinsed. So if you need to slice up some mushrooms, go ahead and do so. Mine are already sliced. And then I'm going to go in with a couple bell peppers. So you could use any kind of color bell pepper you like. But for this recipe, I like to go in with one red bell pepper, one green bell pepper, and then you're going to want an onion just to slice up. So we're just going to simply cut this in half, clean out all the seeds. Make sure you have a bowl next to you because we're going to go ahead and put everything in a bowl. Get it nice and cleaned out. To make this even easier, they probably do have where you can buy like frozen sliced bell peppers if you want to do it that way as well. But we're going to go ahead and thinly slice these up. Don't do them too thick, but they are going to cook down. Okay, my red bell pepper is pretty big, so I like to just cut these in half so they're not too long, so they're nice and bite-sized. Once you have your bell pepper sliced, we're just going to go ahead and toss them in a bowl to the side. Alright, got my red bell pepper nice and sliced. We're going to go ahead and repeat to the green bell pepper. I'm just going to go ahead and add them with the red bell pepper because it's all going in one pot. Okay, green bell pepper. Now we're going to go in with an onion. I'm going in with white onion, but you can also use yellow onion if you prefer that. Just going to go ahead and cut off the ends. Take off the skin. And try not to cry. Okay, so I just cut my onion in half, and then I'll just do thin slices down this way. Just like this, and then you have thin slices of your onion. Add them to the bell peppers. Okay, I got all my veggies nice and sliced into my bowl. You can go ahead and add in your mushrooms to the bowl as well because we're going to be adding it all together. And now all there's left to do right now is slice up our meat. Okay, now moving on to our meat. So I'm using some sirloin steak right here. And before we slice into it, I do recommend for it to be slightly frozen because we're going to go ahead and slice it thin. If it's slightly frozen, it just helps for it to have a cleaner cut as to having it de-thawed all the way. So just have it a little slightly frozen just to help out. And we're going to go ahead and start slicing it thinly. So you want it just like this, into bite-sized pieces, a nice thin little cut. And we're just going to go ahead and set it into a bowl to the side. Alright, I went ahead and thinly sliced all my meat. Remember, all the measurements will be in the description below for y'all. But now all there's left to do is make a sauce, and then we can throw everything into the slow cooker. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make our sauce that's going to go on top of our meat and give this dish some delicious flavor. So you want a mixing bowl right here, and to your bowl you're going to add in about a cup of water. We want to add a little bit of liquid just to get the meat nice and tender. And if you are going in with the slow cooker instant pot like I am, you always need a liquid. So you can go in with a cup of water or a cup of beef broth if that's what you have on hand. So we're going to go ahead and add this to our bowl. Then we're going to go in with some flavor. We're going to go in with some sesame oil. We're going to add in 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Go ahead and add that in. I love the smell of sesame oil. Okay, and then we're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce or liquid aminos, whatever you have on hand. Add that in there. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of minced garlic. I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. You could chop up your own fresh as well, but it's always easier to have some minced on hand. Then we're going to add a little ginger, my favorite. I love the way this stuff smells. It smells so good. We're gonna go in with 1 tablespoon of ginger. You could use ginger powder too, but I like this squeezed ginger. We're gonna add in some crushed red peppers. So we're just gonna add in about a teaspoon of crushed red peppers. If you don't like a little spicy, you can totally keep this out. Then some Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna go in with 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I like to add a little sweetness to this. So we're gonna go in with the sugar replacement. This is Swerve brown sugar. You could find this at Walmart, H-E-B, wherever you shop. It is in the baking aisle. It's an awesome brown sugar replacement. We're gonna go in with 1/4 cup. And that's it for our sauce. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up, give it a good mix, make sure everything gets well dissolved, and bring out that slow cooker. Okay, so today to slow cook this, I'm using my Instant Pot. Now my Instant Pot actually has a slow cook option. So this is going to be the exact same thing as if you would have a regular slow cooker. You're going to do the exact same steps. I like this Instant Pot because it does have the option of slow cooking. So I just have 1 appliance and not 2 separate ones. I think it's awesome. If y'all want to check out this Instant Pot, I will link it in the description below for y'all to check out. But now we're just going to go ahead and start adding our ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and add into my Instant Pot is my meat to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just take a spoon and just make sure all your meat is laid flat at the bottom. Then what you're gonna do, I'm gonna season my meat a little bit with some salt and pepper. You could add in any kind of other seasoning that you would like, but I'm just gonna go in some basic salt and pepper because a lot of the flavor is going to come from the liquid mix that we just mixed up. Okay, I just slightly cover it on top. I put about a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Now we're gonna go in with our veggies. So we got our mushrooms, our onions, and our bell peppers. They're gonna all go on top of the meat. Pour it all in there. And just get it nice and flat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now we're gonna take our liquid that we just mixed up and you're gonna pour it right on top of your veggies and your meat. Ooh, just like that. Okay, leave everything on top. I'm gonna go ahead and season just a little bit more with some salt and pepper for the bell peppers so they get some great flavor. So a little bit more pepper. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and seal this and let it slow cook for a couple of hours. Go ahead and close this. Make sure if you are using the Instant Pots on sealing. Now we're gonna go ahead and click the slow cook option. This is going to be slow cooking for about 4 to 6 hours, just depending, but I am going to be doing 4 hours. So let it cook, go do your thing, and I'll see y'all back in a couple hours. All right, you guys, it has officially been 4 hours of our meal slow cooking. So you're gonna go ahead and push cancel, let out any pressure if it does have some left over, and we're gonna go ahead and open it. I cannot wait to see how it tastes. Okay. Ooh, it smells so good. Okay, when you open it up, it should look something like this. Everything should be nice and tender. We're gonna go ahead and give it a good mix. Go ahead, mix it all around. Make sure you get all the bell peppers well incorporated with the meat, and everything should be cooked through. Your meat should be nice and tender. Go ahead and taste it. If you need to add a little bit more salt or any other seasoning that you would like to add, go ahead and do so. But as you can see, the meat is cooked through, our bell peppers are nice and tender, and it smells absolutely amazing. So let me go ahead and show you a little option that you can go ahead and serve this over with. Okay, so what I like to serve this with, after this has been cooking for a couple hours, you still don't want to slave over the stove. You just want something quick and easy. So what I like to do is take this bag of frozen rice cauliflower. You can find this at any grocery store in your frozen aisle. You literally just pop this in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and then I just season with some salt and pepper or whatever kind of seasoning that you want to go ahead and season this with, and it just makes for a quick side. Or you can do some broccoli or any other veggie side that you like, just for something quick. But I highly recommend to do some cauliflower rice. It is delicious and it pairs great with this dish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and serve me up a bowl, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a little try. I like to get some meat, the bell peppers, the onion, and it smells so good. Don't forget those mushrooms. The meat is nice and juicy, and it's just nice to come back to a meal already made and you don't have to slave over the stove. Here is my bowl. Doesn't that look so delicious? This is nice and filling, guys. I really hope y'all enjoyed this awesome slow cooker recipe and definitely give it a try. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and try this awesome keto slow cooker recipe that we just cooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little cauliflower rice, a little bit of bell peppers, and some meat. Let's dig in. Oh, it's so good. You guys, this is absolutely delicious. The bell peppers are nice and tender, still have a slight crunch to them, which I absolutely love. The meat has awesome flavor. You definitely taste that brown sugar coming through with the ginger and the soy sauce. And it only took us a couple hours to make while we went ahead and did what we needed to do for the day. So if you're someone that is always busy, guys, I highly recommend this slow cooker recipe just to make your nights and days that much more easier. But I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe, guys. And if you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more slow cooker recipes because I do plan on doing more for y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.